Okay, guys, before we start our class, please pay attention. Put your phone down on your table. Okay, all eyes on me. Okay, are you ready for the class? Okay, so before we start our class, I would like to ask you, how are you today? Okay, good. So I would ask to you about your friends' absence. So anyone absent today? Really? Okay, so before we start our class, I would like to ask the leader to pray the class. Start to pray. Okay, thank you, Ms. Firel. So last week we learned about introducing ourselves. So introduce ourselves. We have learned in previous classes. So today we gonna learn about treating, understanding formal and informal. But before we start, I'm gonna explain to you about our learning outcome today. So the first one, students are able to identify the types of greeting which are formal and informal. And the second, students are able to explain the differences between formal and informal greeting and their appropriate context. And the third one demonstrates how to use the correct greeting based on the situation. So let's start our material. Okay, the table of the content. So in our material, we're gonna learn contains about first greeting, and the second formal and informal, and the third their characteristic, and the fourth their differences, and the five group activity, and the last one as conclusion. Okay, the first thing first, you're gonna ask me what do you what do you do first when you meet someone? So I'm gonna ask you, if you meet your friend or your teacher, what you gonna do? You gonna say something or hmm? Hmm? Okay, Agus, if you first meet someone, what you gonna do? Saying something or okay? Okay, so first, when we meet our friends or our teacher, the first thing first we have to do is the greeting. So today we're gonna learn about greetings. So Rasul, can you please read it aloud for the class? Yeah. Okay, good. So we learn about greeting. So the first one, the the previous slide. What do you do first when you meet someone? And then the answer is okay. So to say hello, that's called the greeting. So in our material now, we're gonna learn about formal and informal greeting. So do you know that in greeting they are divided into two types? The first one is the formal greeting, and the second one is the informal greeting. Uh, Faik, can you please read aloud about the formal greeting and for the example, please? Okay, thank you, Faik. And then for the informal greeting, I will ask to Naira. Please, you have to read it aloud. Okay, thank you, Naira. So, in the formal greeting, the point is the proper word and show respect. And on the other side, about the informal greeting, is friendly and relaxed. So it's as usual, usually it's used to be the first one when you're meeting at work or when you're talking someone important, like your teacher and something else. And the informal greeting, like you meet your friend or meet your family and etc. So let's start to the next slide, the characteristic. So before I say that the greeting divided into two types, formal and informal. So of course they have differences characteristic and it's totally different. So on the formal greeting, the first is use proper language and title, like the for example, Mr., Miss, Doctor, and then the second, structured and grammatically correct. And the third, convey professionalism and respect. On the informal side, the first one use relaxed language and slang, and the second is more personal and approachable. That's why it's used for like your friends or family. And the third one, create a comfortable atmosphere. Okay, now let's dig deeper in the differences. And Joel, uh, please, you can read it, the differences for the tone, language, and audience. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So, if I'm gonna ask to you, if we are meet someone that they are professional or unfamiliar people, we have to use informal or formal greeting. Formal greeting. And if we are with someone is actually our friends, our family, or our peers, what you gonna use this time? Formal or informal? Formal or informal? Okay, please keep your eyes on me, guys. Okay, so do you have any question about this? Okay, thank you. So after we learn about this material, we next into the group activity. So in our group activity, we're gonna discuss the first one is what are formal and informal greeting, and the second one, the characteristic of each. That means the characteristic of formal and informal. And the third one, what are the differences between them? So in our discussion, it will be take you about 3 minute discussion, and you have to present within 15 minutes. But I'm gonna arrange your chair today. So for the first group will be the one, two, and the third line will be the first group. Okay, and the second is the first and the second line, and the third group this will be the third and the fourth line. So please, guys, please you have to move your chair and make a circle. Okay, okay, come on, please, everyone. Okay, remember, the first group will be discussed about what are formal and informal greeting, and the second group will be discussed what are the characteristics of each. That means formal and informal greeting. And the third one, and sorry, for the group three, what are the differences between them? Okay, do you understand, everyone? Okay, now I will give you the paper about this material. So the first group, raise your hand. Okay, thank you. The second group. Okay, thank you. And the last one, the third group. Okay, okay, guys. I remember you have a 30 minutes to have a discussion. So let's start. The first group, do you have any question? Hmm. Okay. The second group, nothing. Do you have any question about this? Okay. The third group, have any difficult? No question? Really? Okay. Okay, time's up. Come on. Okay. So I will ask to the first group, the presenting. Come on. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. So, what? Okay, thank you. So, you have big applause for the Fajar. Okay, for the first group, you have a good answer and well organized about about the what are formal and informal greeting, and you have a grammar well organized. So, and the second group, please. One. Okay, what are the characteristics of each? Okay, thank you. Big applause to the visa. Hi, guys. So the second group, you describe the characteristics so well, and you have a good pronunciation, and then your grammar is organized well. Okay, the last group, go on. Ayo, Faik, Faik. Okay, you have to answer what are the differences between them. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Big applause to Faik. Okay, you did job. You can explain the differences between formal and informal, and you have good pronunciation too. Okay, so after we learn about this, we have a conclusion that the first one, choosing the right greetings, depends on the situation. The second one, understanding differences help improve communication skill. And the third, use formal greeting in professional setting and informal ones in casual situation. So, everyone, do you have any question? What are you feeling right now? Really? What are you feeling right now? Come on, louder. Okay. So, for our next material, so we're gonna learn about introducing family member. So before we close our classes, Viral, please lead the pray. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Big applause to everyone.